The first thing I want us to note is that giving is a matter of the heart, not a matter of hands. It's a matter of the heart. It's a matter of your nature more than whether or not you have to give. By experience, I have discovered that some poor people are liberal. They are open-handed. And there are some very rich people who are stingy. So giving is not about whether you have or you don't have. Giving is more about the nature of giving that you have in you. Like I told you the story, compare the Macedonian churches with the Corinthian church. The Macedonian churches were facing a time of great affliction. The Philippian church did not have any problem like that. They were doing very okay. They were very much okay in whatever it was that they were doing. Yet, it was a problem for them to accomplish the task that they had promised that they were going to accomplish. In Galatians chapter 5, Galatians 5, verse 6, Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 to 25. Bible says, I say then, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one another, so that you do not do the things that you wish. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contentions, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, dissensions, heresies, envy, murders, drunkenness, revelries, and the like. What we are trying to draw out here is that if you have the nature of the flesh, you will be selfish. You will be giving out of ambition. There will be jealousy, envy, dissensions, of which I tell you beforehand, just as I told you in time past, that those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruit of the Spirit, where your nature has been changed through the agency of the Spirit of God, we will see love, joy, peace, long-suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. People will be willing to give. Against such there is no law. And those who are Christ's have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. And so he says, if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. If we say that we are spiritual people, then let us be led by the Spirit of God. Let us walk according to the Spirit. You cannot have the nature of God in you and be stingy. Because God is not stingy. God is generous. God is liberal. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. All that he had, he gave. We need to have that nature. This is not the kind of teaching where you think you can practice it. No, we are going to pray that God will give us the nature of the Spirit of God, the nature of the Godhead, so that we can be liberal when it comes to give, so that we can have that heart of community, that heart of compassion, which we would have prayed about had we finished the meeting last week.